It's right after 3, so we can go ahead and get started. Unfortunately, Olivia is not feeling well, so she's not able to join us, but she has texted and is sending all of her well wishes to you guys. She said this is the highlight of her week, so she misses seeing you all and wishes she were here. But I told her that we send her healthy thoughts and hope she gets to feel soon, and we would join us next week. So we're excited today to have a panel of athletes that are going to be leading our discussion and answering some questions. So really looking forward to that and having Morgan moderate that. But before we get started, we have one of our student leaders, Miss Rebecca, who's going to talk to us a little bit about meditation and mindfulness and ways that we can think about keeping our mental health just as healthy as the other parts of our health and wellness and well-being. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Rebecca.
Hi guys, so my name's Rebecca. I'm a student here at the University of Kentucky, and today I just wanted to talk about mindfulness minutes and how that's important, taking like just a short minute out of your day and really just focusing on yourself and just like relaxing. Maybe you've had like a really stressful like 9-to-5 day job, or you've just been doing homework all day, and this way you can just take some time, reflect, and like, I don't know, just take a deep breath in and out. So first, we're just going to do like 1 minute of meditation, just sitting, and then we can talk about some other things that we can do in order to just take a minute out of our day to really focus on ourselves. So what I want everyone to do is just close your eyes for a minute. I'll set a timer, and what you're going to do is you're just going to close your eyes, find your like happy place, and then just breathe in and out, like just take deep breaths, like for a minute. So I'll start the timer and we can just close our eyes and we can go.
When I do this, I like to put my hand on my chest so that when I deep breathe in, I can feel my lungs expand and see that my hand is rising. And then when I breathe out, I'll make sure I can feel it and I can hear that sound. So taking those deep breaths in and out together. And in and out. Try to breathe in for 4 counts this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold it just a little bit, and then out. Make this one the deepest one you've done yet. Keep breathing in and out. Keep breathing in and out till we reach our time with Rebecca.
All right, now you can open our eyes. Okay, so just taking a minute out of your day is like just super important to just relax and like really focus on yourself. So some other things that you can do that just aren't like just meditation and sitting. One example is like maybe you've been typing a paper or been, I don't know, just doing like a little quick exercise, like always getting water. Like I was working on homework before, so I have my glass of water next to me, and every few minutes or every like hour or so, like I'll take a few sips of water. I'll like look around the room just to, I don't know, not stare at the screen as much. Another thing that I also do is I'll do stretching. So just like some stretches you can do is just like some cross the body stretching or like over the head. And then I know like when I'm taking notes and stuff, like your hands can get cramped or just, you know, you are sort of like staring at the PowerPoint, you're getting like a little bit distracted. I always like set a few minutes aside during note taking and I'll just doodle or draw. So does anyone have any other examples of things that they can do that they would like to share just when they take a minute out of their day?
I have a Stop, Think, and Breathe app.
That's a good one. You have like an
that
app
has all these different kinds of different mindfulnesses on it.
That's
and it's a free app.
You could probably get up and just walk around a little bit and get back to work and stuff.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Get your phone running again, look. Yep. I got a healthy app on my phone that does the steps and does my heart rate and stuff like that.
Rebecca, to tell you the truth, and while like the time that you're talking about, I always like to color. So
The color.
yeah.
Yeah. I like that. Like
You
just
no.
bringing out the markers and like doing like coloring pages and stuff like that. Those are cool.
Right.
You can get up and walk around and stuff.
You don't like it though, do you? The word scrambles.
Yeah.
You haven't done that in a while, man.
Mm-mm.
Another good thing, Rebecca, that I like to do in the meantime also is to exercise.
Yes.
Exercise is a really good one.
Yeah.
Everybody can hear me?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. I don't know if you got my my thing where you can get up and walk around and stuff and sit back down.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
can do that too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All those are good ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No. Well, thank you all so much for giving such good suggestions and good ideas. And thank you, Rebecca, for setting us off on a nice, relaxing, calming start to our panel. I appreciate your time today. And really, really excited to have all of you all here and really excited to have our athlete experience panel ready to talk to you all. So that
Can I
get to
say
sit
something
back
really
and-
quickly?
Oh, sure, Claire.
lady
Yeah, what you
that
got?
registered us, that told us about mindfulness. Good luck to you guys, UK students, this week, and when you have finals, because I know you guys will be ending soon because of the pandemic and everything. So good luck
Thank you.
to you guys, and the best wishes for a new and happy Christmas and a happy Thanksgiving to you guys, UK students.
Thank you.
Thank you, Claire. That was really sweet. Thank you. Yeah. So I'm going to turn it on over to Morgan and to Kelly, and we're going to meet our panelists today and let them get to talking to you.
All right, everybody. So let's go ahead and get started. So let's begin with each member of the panel introducing yourself. And then once that's done, so after Ben has introduced himself, Hayden, you can feel free to get started. So Hayden, if you want to start with introducing.
Hi, my name is Hayden Redmond. I am 28 years old. I'm a Special Olympics Kentucky athlete and athlete ambassador class of 2016 and a part-time employee for Special Olympics Kentucky.
Go ahead, Caitlin.
My name's Caitlin. I'm from Shelbyville, Kentucky. I'm a Special Olympics ambassador, class of 2019.
And who else is with you, Caitlin?
Hey, I'm Caitlin's mom, Michelle Roy, delegate of the Shelby County Stars.
Awesome. Thank you all. Luke?
Well, hi, my name is Luke Ruderer. I'm from Ruderer, Kentucky, Area 7, and I'm also an athlete ambassador of the 2019 class. I've been in Special Olympics for about 29 years. I do basketball, bowling, flag football, and golf. Also been to nationals for golf also, so that's pretty much it. So
Awesome. And Ben?
Hi, my name's Ben, and I'm from Louisville, Kentucky, and I'm also at Special Olympics ambassador, and I graduated in 2018. My sports are bowling, softball, bocce, and basketball, and I also like archery too.
Awesome. Thanks, Ben. Okay, Hayden, would you like to get started with telling us a little bit of what your experience has been like with fall sports this year?
Why not? So, hold on. I'm here to talk to you today about what sports I did during this difficult time due to the coronavirus. When I heard summer games was canceled, I was very devastated. I would have competed in bocce at EKU. We always have a lot of fun that week. And with COVID going on, it was hard to see my friends. So Special Olympics Kentucky started a workout Facebook Live video with Ohio by Wrestling and Northern Sports Performance. It was called Fit Friday. What is Fit Friday, you may ask? Fit Friday was a workout program that was led by Eric Hammer, and he would have some Special Olympics athletes on with him. I did get a chance, I did get to play softball with some COVID stipulations, like wearing the mask when getting out of your vehicle at the ballpark. We wore our masks till we got to the field. You had to put your COVID mask on whenever you left the ballpark also. We could not use the dugout, so we hooked our bags on the side of the fence, on the side of the fence, outside the dugout, away from each other's. Not as many teams participated, but we had a good season. I also participated in flag football also. We could not travel for tournaments this year. We were only allowed to have a skills competition, but it was fun practicing with my teammates. I'm in bowling right now, and my bowling team and I are wearing COVID masks and social distancing. I mean, I really look forward to seeing all my friends from other teams at a state bowling tournament. Instead of seeing everyone this year, we will still be bowling versus them virtually. With bowling with bowling during COVID, Sogi has started some fun competitions. We have one called Beat Your High Best. So let's say your high best is a 90. And if you beat it by hitting 100, you would be in the high best club. But there's another club called the Turkey Club, where if you hit 3 strikes in a row, that's called a turkey. And I have been in that many times. I get to see other friends through 2 exercise groups on Zoom. We get to socialize before and after our workouts. COVID has sure changed things, but for I'm so thankful that Soki is able to keep us active, and the closing. Don't forget to always be awesome.
Great job, Hayden. You did wonderful. Does anybody have any questions for Hayden? So like he said, he's participated in a lot of what we've had going on during this time frame, both virtually and the sports. Claire, go ahead.
How you said you do bowling virtual? How are you guys doing that virtually? Are you guys going into the bowling alley and doing it virtually, or are you doing it like by a Wii?
We are actually going into the bowling alley and doing it. The state competition is going to be virtual, Claire. So like my bowling team, we go into the bowling alley and we won't see it like everybody like we always do for state bowling tournaments. So like, yeah, you'll get your scores and then you'll turn them in.
Okay. I was just kind of curious on how you guys were doing it this year, because I know Corey was doing bowling this year too.
Right, I understand.
Does anybody else have any questions? Kevin, go ahead.
Hey, Kelly, I know a bunch of Stewart home people are missing the sports too. Like me, I'm missing the football, the softball, and the bowling this year.
Yeah, we really miss having all of you as well.
We're going to be missing basketball this year. My team, the Torpedoes, we're not going to be playing basketball this year.
Yeah. All right, Miss Caitlin, why don't you go ahead and get us started? So Caitlin and Michelle are going to talk a little bit about what it's been like to be back active at home, and sort of also being involved in our fall sports, not only from an athlete's perspective, but from the role as a coach and a parent.
Hear me?
They're here now.
Okay, can you hear me now? All right. So I'm going to run over a few quick questions that we had jotted down for Caitlin, and she's going to give her answers in her own words. So we asked what was her experience like when she found out that COVID was going to affect her sport, and what was your answer, Caitlin?
And hopefully that it would be back. It would be over quick. Glad to be back involved.
And then the second question was, how has COVID-19 affected your social life and your Special Olympic community?
Zoom meetings and FaceTime very minimum one-on-one visits.
So she hasn't had a whole lot of one-on-ones, very little, other than the things that Special Olympics in Frankfurt has reached out to get the kids connected. And then the other one was in short form, what modifications have been made since COVID has affected our program? And what was your answer?
Screening athletes, sanitizing, and contact reminders from the coaches about COVID hygiene, like washing hands and 6 feet apart.
And then the next one in a short form is what has she learned, or what has she is somewhat taken away from this experience during the pandemic?
Being patient and adapting.
And then lastly, we asked, what is she doing since so many things have changed or been altered? What is she doing to stay active?
Walking, basketball, and helping with the family dogs.
So that is Caitlin's. Does Kelly, can you still hear me?
Yeah, we can still hear you.
Okay. Does anybody have any questions for Caitlin before I speak?
Doesn't look like it. Go ahead.
All right. So from a coach's perspective, my program was new, and we're still new. And we got hit with COVID in our first attempt to go to state with basketball. I have a very small program, a very tight-knit program, and it was very devastating to have to tell the kids that we weren't going to make it. I was probably more upset than the kids were. The only thing they wanted to know is when we're going to get back together. So after things kind of changed a little bit, Troy and myself made an effort to go one-on-one to see the kids and reach out and try to make some connection with them, because we're such people. We love people, and we love the kids, and we love the interaction and the contact. It was just as hard for us as it was for them. So we went to visit the kids, and then sure enough, through patience and just waiting for things to kind of be lifted, here we got to, regroup and get the kids back together. Once we got back together, pretty much all across the board from all of the parents, we just heard how much the kids missed it, how disconnected they felt, some levels of depression for some kids, because they're so isolated. They don't have means to connect through Zoom meetings or to interact with their other Special Olympic friends. And it really just played heavy on my heart. So we, met, and the protocols were put in place with the guidelines and, the safety issues and things of that nature. And it went off without a hitch. Hunter and them did an excellent program with the football touch, pass, throw thing instead of the 5-on-5. And I was kind of glad because I didn't know how to coach it anyway. So it was a blessing for me. Win-win. Thanks, Hunter. And then the parents were just, I would ask them, hey guys, we're not going to do this 5-on-5. What do you all want to do? And they're like, absolutely, we're in. And it was like, no question about it. I've had parents just burning me up over basketball. So we're going to be extremely cautious. We watch every day, watch the numbers. I ask my parents, I get them involved. And, if everyone's on board, then we'll regroup for basketball and we'll just continue to move forward and play it day by day and just, listen to you all there and respect every decision you all make, which I know isn't easy, but we respect it from a coach's perspective. And I respect it also from a mother of an athlete. So kudos to you all for doing everything that you all do. And we'll beat this thing. We'll just stick in here together and we're going to beat COVID. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you both so much. Caitlin, I love what you said about, that your takeaway has been patience, but also like being adaptive and just kind of being flexible with everything. I think we all can probably relate to that within Special Olympics and outside Special Olympics. And Michelle, it's just so great to hear from you. We really respect you. Appreciate your enthusiasm and the fact that you're sticking with us through this whole thing and that your group has been active. It's been great, definitely, to get together and have the competitions that we can have and see people participating. Does anyone have any questions for either Caitlin or Michelle before we move on to Luke?
You all did a good job.
Well, thank you.
Ben.
All right, Luke.
Yeah, good job.
Caitlin.
Yeah.
Hey, Claire, do you have a question really quickly?
Yes. I thought they did a great job because I actually was bummed about not being able to play basketball this year. And I know my friends, one of them that lives in my neighborhood, was also bummed about not being able to play. And so I kind of realized that maybe this will get time for us to practice a little bit on our own before everything goes back to normal.
Yeah, excellent point, Claire. Okay, Luke, you want to go ahead and get started and tell us a little bit? Oh, sorry, Philip, go ahead.
Like we, whenever the COVID happened, we didn't get to do a lot of stuff for our gymnastics and stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Okay, Luke, tell us a little bit about what your work experience has looked like through this time.
Absolutely, Kelly. Okay. Hi, my name is Luke Ruderer. I am from Northern Kentucky, Area 7, and also an ambassador from the class of 2019. I play basketball, bowling, flag football, golf, and I practice with track and field just to stay in shape. I would like to take this opportunity to tell you about my work experience during this pandemic and how it has affected my work. I work at the hospital every day till 1 o'clock in medical records. And in the beginning of the pandemic, my boss asked me to take off for 4 weeks to be on the safe side. That was really hard because I wasn't on my normal schedule. Since I was home every day, I helped my mom cut honeysuckle out in our woods, and they kept me busy working around the house and yard. I think I would rather been at work. My second job was in the afternoons at my uncle's work, carpart.com. That was changed a lot during the pandemic and still is. I don't go into work anymore, but I bring my work home and work here. At the end of the month, I go into work, but just for a day or two. My third job is at a little grocery store, Kramer's Market, but just on Saturdays. That job kind of stayed the same. I still go in, but I have to wear a mask And while I'm stocking shelves, I have to stay away from customers. So I have to move when they come in my area. This pandemic has affected my social life too. Special Olympic sports was my social life, so now I don't see many of my friends like I used to. I still golf in the summer, and then in the fall, we had bowling for 5 weeks. That is over, but some of my friends still bowl every Monday night. We have to wear a mask and not leave our lane. So socializing is different. We do still talk on the phone too. One of the things I did with my friends one night was had them over for a bonfire outside. Everybody brought their own snacks and drinks and chairs. I'm trying to stay active, and I participated in the step challenge. That started me and my mom walking almost every day. I also participated in Wellness Wednesdays. I hope we continue stuff like this so we can keep in touch and stay active and healthy.
Great job, Luke.
that's it.
Thank you so much for sharing.
Well,
Does anybody have a question for Luke? Claire, I think you may have put in the chat that you had something to say.
I really appreciate how he said that how he was talking about his project for working and stuff, because I've had to take a break from working right now at my job at Hot Run Heroes in the dining room. So I agree how it's hard, but then you manage it and find ways to keep yourself busy at home.
Yeah, absolutely, Claire. Yeah. Yeah. So,
Anybody else have a question for Luke?
I have a question for Luke.
Sure. Yeah, sure, Philip.
Yeah, whenever the COVID-19 came and stuff, and I've been helping Bobby Man out with the farm, and whenever that came, I had to stay away for the people too and stuff. So I have to stay away from them too.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been quite hard actually, Philip, because like I work at a small grocery store on Saturdays, and usually it's just hard to try to get away from it, but I mean, I try the best I can, but it's just hard sometimes. So, but I'm managing it. So,
yeah, I had started a job September with Walmart doing the cell phones, and I was actually getting ready to come up on 1 year when everything started shutting down and stuff. And, you know, thankfully my company said on a normal situation, people would have to wait 6 months to a year to reapply. But they said with the numbers going up here in Kentucky, that once I deemed it safe for me to come back, I can just reapply.
Yep, me too. That's what happened to me. They had to let me go, but they said I can go back and reapply when all this is over. So.
Oh, that's good, Ben. That's real
Yeah.
good.
Because I'm out on medical leave. So that's kind of what happened to me too.
Right. Yeah.
So.
Does anybody else have a question for Luke? Okay, Luke, well, great job. And I'm glad that you guys can kind of connect on that level, and that, you know, other athletes can relate to some of those experiences. So Ben, it's your turn. Can you tell us a little bit about what this time's been like for you, and specifically what you did with the Unified Step Challenge?
Yes, I can. Hi, everyone. My name is Benjamin Atkins, and I am 29 years old, and I am from Louisville, Kentucky. I am a Special Olympics athlete. I enjoy playing in various sports such as bowling, softball, bocce, and basketball. And I also like archery. I am also a Special Olympics ambassador and graduated from the class in 2018. Special Olympics means a lot to me because I have made a lot of new friends. Since the pandemic and in quarantine, it has been difficult to get together with teammates to play sports. I have joined Special Olympics virtual activities on Zoom with my friends to get some exercise, healthy eating tips, and some social time with my friends. So I decided to join the Wellness Wednesday sessions, and I do the Fitness Fridays with my friends, and decided to take part in their 2020 walkout doing the step challenge with my unified partner. It was fun. The step challenge was a great social activity that I could do with my unified partner. On nice days, I went for walks around the pond where I live to get my steps in. It was a good way to get lots of them. I encouraged my partner to get some exercise and get his steps in. Almost everyone needs to get more exercise, and walking is the easiest way to do it. I tried to inspire my partner to step it up and get some exercise. I made it a game to encourage myself and my partner to reach the number of steps per day. I would count my steps while doing chores around the house, going to the grocery, running errands, and going for walks. Using my Samsung Health app, I could see how many steps I took in the course of the day and how far I walked. You would be surprised how steps add up by daily activity while walking through a grocery store, in the office, and around the block. There are so many fun ways to engage your friends and family in activity challenges that are easy to implement and track with a step challenge. It is a simple activity that can improve your health. Make it fun and challenging. Find the fun. There's no reason exercising has to be a drag. Even though we hang out with our friends and playing our sports, we need to remember to wear our mask and social distance. So, take it outside and go for a walk somewhere and get some exercise.
Awesome, Ben. I love it. And you were an excellent participant in the Unified Step Challenge. We're running a little low on time. We've gone over a little bit. So if some of you need to leave, that's totally okay. But does anyone have any questions for Ben?
I have a question for Ben.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did the 2020 walk out of 2020, and whenever I walk, sometimes whenever the weather's good, I walk around my neighborhood, and whenever it rained, I went to the store and walked around the stores and stuff, inside the stores and stuff when it rained.
Yeah, we do that also. We walk around the store.
Hey, Ben.
Yeah.
I did a 5K this weekend for Dance Blue virtually.
Really? That's awesome.
Yeah, it was fun.
That's awesome.
Hey, Claire, if you don't mind me asking, how did you do the 5K virtual?
How'd you do that?
So Claire, they want to know how you were able to do that virtually.
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't really actually do like Zoom or anything. I just took a picture of me doing the 5K, but I also posted it on Instagram just for fun. but we had signed up. So wherever we signed up, we just did it that day. And so I had to split it up different times. So the first few minutes of it, we walked around our new section of our neighborhood, which is a new section in our back section of our neighborhood. And then we came back to the house and I let my sugar go up, and then we walked around the old section of the neighborhood.
Awesome.
Awesome. Kevin, go ahead.
On Monday afternoon, the student government, I'm with the student government out at school, and we're doing a 5K for the Frost TVK. We're going to walk a 5K course around the campus on Monday afternoon.
Awesome.
Yep.
Very cool. Well, everyone, thank you so much for today. Our panelists, you all did a wonderful job. I really appreciate the time and effort that you put into preparing and sharing what your experiences have been like. And for everyone else too, Claire, Philip, everyone that's here today, for being a part of it, Kevin, and for engaging with them. It's just nice that all of us can kind of sit and talk about what our experiences have been, because what a strange time. And I know that we've all experienced a lot of challenges, but it's nice to be able to kind of connect and share that with one another. So thank you all. It's been great.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome, Kelly.
Thank you, guys.
Sure.
What are we talking about next week?
Yeah, Morgan, can you remind everybody?
Morgan?
I forgot.
Okay, so we forgot the subject.
Putting Morgan on the spot.
I did.
Hey, the subject is I forgot.
Wow, how did I forget?
It's okay. I was gonna say I actually don't know off the top of my head either. That's why I asked you.
It's a surprise.
Well, that's why I didn't know, because it's a surprise to me too.
It's the last wellness class.
It will be, yes. Yeah, for right now.
Well, can I ask, just while you guys are on, does anybody have any requests? Is there anything that you want to talk about we haven't talked about that maybe?
Yeah. Is there anything y'all want to learn?
Yeah.
That we haven't learned yet?
Think of anything.
Like maybe do like different mindfulness calming techniques.
Mindful stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. So calming stuff, more of the breathing and like the yoga stretches, those kinds of things. Okay. Yeah. And maybe we'll see what was scheduled for next week and what that topic was, and maybe we'll combine it if we need to.
Lindsay, I can definitely tell you, I definitely love the yoga. So more yoga, Lindsay.
Okay. Okay. I have a 7-year-old with Down syndrome, so she's just now old enough to start. So.
And I will add that Caroline is an awesome yoga teacher and Zoom teacher.
She sure loves teaching some yoga poses. So maybe I'll try to be at home Wednesday with her.
And she doesn't let you slack off either. So there's no slacking off.
Morgan, I guess you're telling me there's
Jocks.
Oh yeah, she'll even tell you. She'll say, "Work it out." She doesn't.
He's a little bossy.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll invite her to lead a little bit of our session next week too, if you guys like that.
Nice.
Okay, well, I'll be looking forward to it.
All right, everyone. Thank you. It was good to see everyone.
Good to see you.
Thank you, guys.
See y'all next week.